So as you can see, it's got very clean lines, modern, contemporary feel outside and inside. Hi guys, Brad Verma here, and today we're going to go over the numbers for Menlo Park. This is a market update for Menlo Park, and I'm focusing just on single family homes to give you an idea of what's going on in the market in terms of price, days on the market, and also what kind of activity we've had in the last month. So we have about 21 active properties in Menlo Park right now that are in the price range from 5.9 million all the way to 2.3 million. And then we've had 4 properties that went pending last month in the last 30 days. So we have a lot of properties to choose from. We have on the high end, we have a property for 5,895,000. That is a 1700 Bay Laurel Drive, and then we also have something that is available for 2,298,000 at the address is 1325 Cloud Avenue. So a lot to choose from. What I do want to dive a little bit deeper into is what's going on the price per square foot, and also how many days are the properties sitting before they get sold. So the price per square foot for the properties that are currently active, as you can see out here, it ranges. You have an average of $1,744 per square foot, but it does range quite a bit. And as you can see out here, this is much higher, the 3,000 mark, because it's mainly it's a big lot with a very small footprint of a home, and that's why the price per square foot goes up. And that's very typical. But what you have to keep in mind is the land value itself is considerably high. So, and I'll show you some of those listings so you can see what's going on with each one of these. But I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what's happening price per square foot wise. There is an average of about 1,700, but I believe if you have a property that is in the 6,000-7,000 square feet lot range, and if we have a house that is at least 3 bedrooms, then we are looking at in the range of about $1,300 to $1,400 per square foot. If it's a newer property, maybe it might go a little bit higher as well. If you're looking at a property that is bigger lot size, like almost sometimes 15 to 20,000 square feet lot size, then the price per square foot is much higher. It could be in the $1,500 to $1,600 per square foot, and all the way up to even $3,000 in this case, because the house is so small. So it's hard to judge a property just by the price per square foot. If there is a lot of land involved, then we need to do more detailed analysis, because there is so much land value to that. So you don't want to just judge it just by the price per square foot, because the house is so small compared to the land value. So let's talk about the pending and the sold properties in the last 30 days. We have quite a few properties that went pending in the last 30 days. So you can see the market is still very active. A lot of people buying properties in Menlo Park, one of the most desirable neighborhoods to live. And I want to give you some stats to look at. One is the average price per square foot of all the properties that went pending in the last 30 days were about $1,150, which is pretty much in line with Menlo Park now. And then the days on the market was about 60 days. So a little bit higher, much higher than what it was last year. The days on market has gone up a little bit. It is no longer just, last year we had a trend where, properties were getting sold within sometimes even 3 to 5 days of being listed on the market, but the average was about, a couple of weeks. So it has gone up from last year, but there's still a lot of activity happening in the market. Now let's look at what's sold. So these are all the properties that sold in the last 30 days. And as you can see, the list price per square foot was $1,500, and then the sold price per square foot was $1,550. So actually the list price was a little bit lower, and the sales price per square foot was a little bit higher. So it is not necessary that that all properties are being sold at list price or under list price. There are some properties that are actually going above list price still. So very active market currently. There's a lot of properties in different price ranges that are being sold. As you can see, the 6.7 million on Hermosa was sold, and it was sold at 6.7, and the 755 Hermosa listed at 4.5 million was sold at 5.6. So that's a considerable jump. So as you can see, that is mainly because of the lot size. It's almost a half-acre lot, and a very, very desirable neighborhood, Central Menlo Park. So great place for a lot of families. So that's why you have that high jump out there. And then Bay Laurel listed at $5,295,000 was sold at $5 million, so a little bit lower. But still, there's a lot of properties that are selling at asking price, and so there isn't really a huge reduction in the price. In fact, some of the properties are going above as well. So that's a snapshot. And again, the days on the market, you have the average days, 30 days on the market for the properties that were sold. So I want to feature a really beautiful home in Menlo Park today, and I want to talk a little bit about that because I think it's really a cool masterpiece that we have here in Menlo Park. It's a mid-century modern house. The address is 916 Hermosa, and it's in Central Menlo Park, a beautiful street. So let me show you some pictures and you'll get an idea. So as you can see, it's got very clean lines, modern, contemporary feel outside and inside. This is the view from the backyard. This is the entrance to the home. And this kind of gives you an idea of what the floor plan looks like. This is where the living area is, and then the kitchen. This is the garage, and then you have several rooms, and then this is the master suite right here with the master bath. It kind of gives you an idea of the neighborhood. Just beautiful, just tree-lined streets all the way. That's an aerial view of the house with the sloping roof, and then you have a huge pool and a guest house right here. So this is the master bedroom suite, and then you have the living area right here facing outward. So another great picture of, as you enter, you have really high ceilings with glass all the way to the top that bring in a lot of light. So I love the feel of it. It has very clean contemporary lines, and you don't get this very often. Another great view of the living area, and that's the kitchen with the breakfast area right there. And that's the kitchen, also with the dual height ceiling. So this is the master bath, which has not been updated, but it does have a great feel to it. A lot of space, and I love the way it's planned out. Thanks again for watching this episode of Menlo Park Market Update. I would love to answer any questions if you have. Feel free to call me or email me. I'm always available. If you have any questions regarding the market, either in Menlo Park or any other city in the Bay Area, I would love to help you. So until next time, see you soon.